In this video, we are unlocking our Bankai! And not gonna lie, it did take a lot of time to actually do. So if you haven't already and you do enjoy this video, please drop a quick like and subscribe. It would really mean the world to me, and it does help out the channel. But let's go ahead and get started, because I ended up doing a lot this video, a lot more than I thought I would end up doing. I'm only level 62, and I'm only B rank. So before we even get started with unlocking our Bankai, we need to go ahead and fix my stats. And just to get started on this, I want to go ahead and roll my clan, because right now I'm using a common one, and I'd like to get a better one. So let's see if we get a legendary. And no luck. Aha! There we go. That's a legendary. This one isn't the best for me, though. This is a strength-based one. 15% strength, 50% vitality, and then 10 and 12% on the regens. Well, I do get an attack out of it, at least, called Joy of Battle. So that one isn't too bad. I'm guessing I'll go ahead and keep that. I don't trust my chances to get one of the better ones, because only 2 of them have an ability. Yamamoto doesn't. Aizen has a really good ability. And Kurosaki also has a pretty good ability that's long range. But Joy of Battle should be fine for me. But first thing first, let's go ahead and max out our current stats all the way up to S- rank. Ooh, I got a legendary. I'm just running these rounds to get experience. I just got one. 20 vitality also. That's really good. The one I was using before just gives me 5 agility. The helmet, though, is very ugly. Or at least it doesn't match what I'm wearing. This boss is a little scary. Oh, he almost killed me with that one. Ooh, barely won that. And that one is good to fight, because I looked it up. It gives you 5 stars whenever you fight it with. But you have to defeat him in 4 minutes, so that's the catch. Which isn't too bad if you have enough stats and you have a good skill set. But either way, 5 stars, that's going to help, because I'm leveling up very. Just got another legendary, and this one's actually better for me, because it gives me a lot of spirit. If I'm running low on health, I'll use this one instead, but I'd rather have the spirit damage. And there we go. After way too many hours, we are now S rank. And my stats are all kind of screwed up because of it. I've just been putting everything into spirit, so my stats are real bad. I'm going to have to reset these, and I also going to have to reset my skills too, because they're also all over the place. My skills just aren't working. That, and there's a lot of better skills that I could utilize that I just don't have, mainly the Kaido ones. I have like none of those. At least none with levels, but I have so many skills for some reason. It just doesn't give me the same ones I need. But I do kind of want to change my clan again, because this skill is good and all, but it buffs strength, which, yeah, you can see the problem there. I honestly want to try to get Aizen. I think Aizen's like the best one by far. So even though this is kind of a waste, it's a 2% chance. I want to go ahead and reroll it. We have 30 rerolls. I'm just not a fan of what this one gives me. I want to get rid of this ability. Dang, no luck. That class really was doing nothing for me, because I wasn't using Joy of Battle, because it has like a 300-second cooldown, maybe a little bit less, but still insane. And it was just adding no extra damage if I used it, because I have no strength. Because it has been a few hours, so I have had time to use it. But now that I've made it this far, I'm also above level 85. We're currently level 92 right now. But because of that, I can start working on my progress towards my Bankai. And to get the Bankai, basically what you have to do is you have to get level 85, and you have to get 420 points, which it doesn't tell you how many you have. It just tells you if you're ready or not. And right now, I'm not ready. But 420, and you can get them from running Invade, from time bubbles, PvP, stuff like that. So the one I'm probably going to end up focusing on right now is the Slaughter Guard quest, which gives me 12 per completion. So I'm going to keep maxing out my stats. I'm going to focus on Spirit for now and just get it maxed out. I'll reroll my stats later if I need to, but I'm not PvPing, so I don't need a whole lot of vitality. Oh! I just got a Godly! What in the world? It's a Time Remnant. What does the Time Remnant do? Let me look this item up. Oh, okay. If I click on this item, it gives me 3 different options. I can get 20 product essence, I can get a random godly accessory, or this impure item, which I can use as a maxed out Soul Reaper, which is how I get Vizard. Okay, it's like a temporary boost that if you're not using the boost, it weakens you. Okay, I'm not gonna do that. I want to get a godly accessory. I'm probably making the wrong choice here, but why not? Godly accessory. I got Ancient's Cloak. Ooh, that's cool. Let's go ahead and enable that. Oh, that looks amazing. That looks really good. Okay, I'm glad I got that. That was worth it. Vitality, Spirit, and Strength. So good for both plus Vitality. That's good. I'm proud with that. Yeah, look at that. We look real good. I just changed my headband. I also just went ahead and re-rolled my Shikai sword because I was using a heavy sword, so it was swinging really slow, which was kind of annoying, especially after playing my Quincy for a while. So I re-rolled it, so now I have this double sword, which is actually a lot more fun to use. Look at that. That's a really fast attack speed. I deal a little bit less damage. I don't have as much range, but this is going to be much better for comboing because a lot of enemies will dash at you when they're stronger. So it's not that bad having a high attack speed. I just have to get used to like doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then another move, then I do it again. Okay, I've been doing a lot of rounds, so I had a ton of timepieces. So I went ahead and made 2 crystals. Let me see what these 2 do, because they all do different things. Okay, I have a Crystal of Chains. Okay, so basically this makes it where 2 players will take damage from whatever attack I have it on, if they're near each other. So this is good for me because my attacks are all about bringing everyone together. I'm not quite sure how it would work though with these abilities. I'm guessing I would put it on this one, which is the one that brings everyone together when I'm in my dome. And my other one, if I drop it, Crystal of Degeneration. Okay, that is what I want to put. Okay, so this attack basically makes it to where it removes crystals on another player's abilities. It also devours his moves. So I'd probably want that on a fast attack. Now, I can't remove these off of skills unless I have another one to replace it with. So I'm gonna go ahead and just keep these because I don't know what skills I would put these on. And I especially don't know about the chain one. I don't know how it will act with my skills. Because if it's increased damage to another player, but it doesn't work with these skills, because of how they're very different from other skills because they work together. More of the problem when I'm in my dome and I activate this ability, it does no damage. It just raises them into the sky. But then when I activate this ability, the rocks will then deal damage. But it's not the skill dealing the damage, it's the other skill. So I don't know which one to put it on. And I can't take them off unless I have more crystals. I'm gonna wait till I have more crystals to test that out. Oh, let's go. We're finally ready. That took forever. I'm level 158. That's how long it took. My max level is 165. I'm 7 levels off max for me. I think the max level depends on how you have your stats set. I'm not entirely sure. But oh, that took forever. I did so many rounds, so many cosmetics. Okay, let's do it. Ready for what? I'm ready, and this should start. I have to put away my Shikai first. Okay, are we ready now? Let's put my blade away too. Are we ready now? So I'm pretty sure what it's going to do is it's going to spawn a bunch of swords. And I have to pick up the swords. And I have to break a whole bunch of them. While not dying. Okay, there we go. Another one broke. Oh, this deals a lot of damage. And I died. Okay, this is going to be hard. It also steals my money every time because I end up dying. Because I think I had to do like 7. Okay, first one's broken. Okay, second one's broken. Okay, that one's broken. Ooh, this is a cool one. I also like to make sure I'm fine next to a sword so I can immediately equip it if needed. Okay, that one finally broke. I only gotta do this once because I'm above S rank. And if you're above rank S minus, you only gotta do this once. Otherwise, you gotta do it every single time you try to fight them. So make sure you rank up. You should be ranking up anyway, considering how long it actually takes to get to this point. Come on, break the sword. Thank you. Give me another one. Every single time it requires me to hit even more. Okay, that one broke. Oh, why did I get a heavy sword? This is gonna suck. Because it swings so slow. And I'm gonna die now! You've gotta be kidding me! I did so many there. Can I just like slam it to the ground to break it in half? Oh, I recognize this sword. This is such a chaotic fight. Oh, it broke! And I got it! There we go. At last you shall see my true form. Okay, so this is where the fun begins. This is the actual boss where he uses a Bankai to fight me. And I don't have one. He also uses my moves against me. Ooh, I did quite a bit of damage there, but he also did quite a bit to me. I'm gonna die. Wow, okay, this is gonna be fun. I'm gonna try this a couple times without doing the cheap trick that I know. I'm gonna try like 2 more times so that way I don't lose too much money, because I'm gonna need money to do the trick. Yeah, okay. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna go right into the trick because I can already, because of my ability set and he can use them, this is gonna get really annoying. And that is to reset my stats. Okay, here we go. I have my stats set up now. I got the trick. So essentially the trick is that apparently the Bankai boss only scales off of your damage stats, so strength and spirit. It does not scale off of your vitality. So no matter how much vitality you have, it doesn't have any increased health. So I just went ahead and I have 130 vitality. I could get more, but that's how much I want to have in my normal build. So I want to see, he should deal like no damage to me, but I'm going to try my hardest to not make sure he doesn't deal any damage anyway. But on the downside, though, I also deal no damage to him. I'll deal a decent amount. That's not too bad. But look at that. Let's have him just hit me. Just hit me. Look at that. He did barely any damage to me. And last time I did this, those attacks one-shot me. Or not one-shot. They got me really low, at least. I was also looking at tips, too. And apparently, when you're doing the gravity boss, you want to stay in his dome. Because the dome makes it deal less damage. Because it's meant to basically be used as a group attack. So it deals less damage for the upside of being able to hit everything. But because it's a 1v1, it doesn't matter. Because look at that. Barely any damage. Considering that's like 2 different attacks mixed in with 1. He should activate Bankai in a second. There we go. So this is where it gets fun. Because all of his health comes back. And meleeing him is no longer fun because I think you take damage by being next to him because of all the floating rocks. Oh, no. Can I dodge that? I can't dodge this. Okay. So he grabs a whole bunch of rocks and he flings it at me. And it does a decent portion of health. Come on, man. Activate the dome. Thank you. Okay, now he's dealing less damage overall again. And there we go. Our first win. So now I have access to my Bankai. Finally. We have our skill, which I can only use while in the mode. Oh, and I also just realized I'm max level now. I'm at level 165. I didn't realize that. For max level, I think it's the highest I can go with current rates as a Soul Reaper. And just to check, I think I have access to more equips now. Yeah, look, I have 1 more bind slot because now that I have my Bankai, I can now use 1 more ability. But I don't think I am. In fact, I'm going to unbind Cyclone so he stops using it too. Essentially, what I need to do is if I want to upgrade my Bankai, I have to fight him more. Because right now, it only lasts for about 30 seconds when I activate it. But when I max it out, it lasts for 190. And also, I think the cooldown of this attack gets shorter too. Because the higher mastery on my Bankai, the higher the mastery on the skill is. That's the only way to level it up. So you don't level up like the other abilities. So I want to go ahead. Now I want to fight him some more. Let's see if we can get a 3-star. Or a Mastery 3. I also figured out a really good way to make sure he goes where I want him to is by standing against this wall right here. Because there is a wall. I'm walking against the wall right now, if you can't tell. I can hardly even tell. I can just feel the fact that it's there. But the reason why is it really restricts the boss's movements. Alright, here we go. The first victory. Ah, here he is. There we go. First mastery victory. This thing is a pain. I added more vitality, then realized that was probably a mistake because he got more tanky for some reason. Because I'm guessing he does skill up vitality. Everything says he doesn't, but he was taking less damage when I got more vitality. So I got 31 spirit. I was going for 30, but I think the multiplier you get for resetting your stats pushed it a little farther. But either way, that is the first victory. This is not gonna be fun. You're lucky you just get to watch me complete the rounds, because that took forever for me to get the second win. And there we go, a second win. I've also learned something else, is once he gets to the Bankai phase, it's actually worth not standing in his area. Because the amount of damage that the Bankai ability does compared to the potential chance to either dash away from the gravity one or just hit before the rock one activates. Just cancel his out. It's worth the risk once he gets the Bankai. That's 2 victories. I wonder how many do I need for Bankai? Because I know it's 20 for the Quincy one. People are saying it's 20 also. So that's 2. 18 more to go. Maybe 17 if they count the original round. Yeah. Dude has like no health. Okay, there we go. And victory. Okay, there we go. Another victory. I'm winning these flawlessly. They just take forever. And there we go. Another win. Another victory. And I just rejoined to update it, and we have 1 mastery on the ability now. We are a third of the way, probably. I don't know, really. I don't know what correlates between each mastery, but we have 1 of the 3. Okay, there we go. Another victory. And another. And another one. And we're finally at 2 mastery. So I just have to keep doing these bosses until this bar turns purple. Another victory. Another victory. Not enough yet. My bar lasts long enough now to where I could use 2 of my Bankai move. That is exciting. Oh, that hit hard. Okay, hopefully this is the last one. I might be wrong. I was wrong. Another win. Still not enough. I used this move 3 times in 1 Bankai. That is awesome. And that was the final one. There we go. We're finally done. We finished the video. We have maxed everything out. Well, except for my stats. My stats are kind of screwed up right now. I have to reset them again because I'm not running around with 190 vitality. That's way too much. This is literally an only viable build against this 1 boss. That is the only reason to do this type of thing. So I gotta grind another 800 to reset my stats. What I'll end up doing for my stats, I'll do like 130 vitality. And then the rest in the spirit, because that's what my current build requires. But I very much like my Bankai moves. Okay, there we go. We got it. So if we go ahead and activate it, just look at this. That's pretty cool. I should have kept my hats. That's the one thing I wish the Bankai did. But very cool. These rocks floating around me, which basically deal damage if any player's touching them. So that's like basically a passive shield. By the way, here's my normal right click just for context. That right there. But if I go ahead and activate my dome and I do the same move, it does a line of spikes all the way across my dome wherever I'm facing. So that is really powerful. Additionally, if I use this move, anybody inside of my dome gets sucked into the middle, and then that attacks. And that does a ton of damage if I actually have Spirit. It was doing more damage than any of my other attacks, even with my really bad stats. But that is amazing. Also, if I block break while inside of my dome, inside of this thing right here, can't really show it because there's no one nearby. But if I block break, it shoots a rock at the person dealing damage. That's pretty cool. Base damage is a 2 on that. And the base damage on my asteroid belt is 0.25. So yeah. But no, having this is so satisfying. And I could even do that 1 rock attack like 3 times. It does take away the dome though when you use it. So you can't just like keep the same dome and do it over and over again. Which is fine. Still super fun to use. I know there's better ones, but this one is still super fun. And it's not like I have any rerolls for it anyway. Here we go. If I go ahead and do this, and then it should hopefully hit. Yeah, there we go, hit it. And that should have dealt a lot of damage. I can't really see though because the health bar is super high up. But yeah, no, this set of abilities does a lot. So fun to use.